I've been trying to learn Japanese for quite some time now, and it's not going too well for me. Let's just say my Japanese is horrible. But that's okay, because today I am gonna try some unethical... I'm gonna be trying some unsupervised... Today, I'm gonna try some unconventional methods to learn some Japanese! A little Nihongo action. And now, for this, I'm gonna be going to the basketball courts right over here, and I'm gonna play some basketball. But every time I miss the shot, I have to practice a word in Japanese. Every time I make the shot, I have to choose a spot. Once I choose the spot, I have to make 10 shots from that spot. For every miss, though, I have to practice a phrase from this book of Japanese phrases. It looks so kawaii. I know. We're gonna see how long I can hold out. But there is a problem. This court has not been maintained too well. Luckily, I have a solution. Right over here, I bought a bunch of basketball nets, and I'm gonna go put new nets up there. And let's get it rolling. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna try to do a cute little transition here, so just kind of like ignore it if it's bad, but let's head on to that next shot. All right, here's the basketball courts. Coming up now, you can see that net is destroyed. What is going on with that one? As you can see, this net is barely holding on. What is going on with you? This net's doing a lot better, but you might notice over here that there is a wasp nest on there. It's right under here. There's a wasp nest on this one. That's not doing too good either. I gotta get rid of both of those if I'm gonna have a good basketball court. Now, you might be like, Andy, how are you gonna do that? Well, I didn't bring a ladder, but I did bring a table. What? It's time for a little movie magic, guys. Table. You know, my mom always said, take your shoes off if you're gonna climb on my table. The new net is on. Look at that bad boy. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Yes, sir. Let's play some basketball now. It's time to learn some Japanese. Now, first up, we gotta choose a phrase from this book. As I've mentioned earlier, I don't know much Japanese, right? Onigiri, taco, sushi, Toyota. Just kidding, I do speak a little bit of Japanese, just not very much. Jodan desu yo, Nihongo wa tsukoshi hanashimasu ga taishita koto wa arimasen. Sore ni kore wa kashite kuguru honyaku wo yomiagete iru wakare wa arimasen. Dare raingo suringo no fanfiku shono yonde iru deken desu ne. Let's choose our first phrase of the day. I think I've chosen my phrase. It's a simple one. It's this one right here. How was your day? Donna ichi nichi deshita ka? Easy. Oh, let's get to some basketball. All right, it's time for some basketball. I won't give you the details, but I will give you a quick little time lapse how this is gonna go. I'm gonna shoot from the elbow, make 10 shots from the elbow, then I'm gonna switch elbows, but I'm gonna have a new phrase by the time I switch elbows. I'll cut to that next phrase right after you watch me shoot some baskets. Let's go. First shot of the day. Donna ichi nichi deshita ka? There we go. Oh my God! Donna ichi nichi deshita ka? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. No! Donna ichi nichi deshita ka? 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. You're my talent angel. 10. Yes! 10! That's all 10! Phrase today. Donna ichi nichi deshita ka? How was your day? Now, I don't have time to show you all my basketball shots for these phrases, so I'm just gonna rapid through some phrases at that table right over there so my camera doesn't die and so I can get food. So I'll see you in a moment. We're done with a donna ichinichi deshita ka. How was your day? So let's move on to the next phrase for this segment. I found our next word for this segment, and it's this one right here. It's great to hear from you. So kite ureshii desu. Let's go give it a shot on the basketball courts. I'll be back with my results. We are done with word number 2. So kite ureshii desu. It's great to hear from you. I think that is a really good one to end the conversation off. If you're like, after you're like, oh, how are you? How are you doing? Ii genki desu ka? Oh, ii desu. And then you go to the end and you're like, oh, shite ureshii desu. Bye-bye. It's like, it's great to hear from you. Bye. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a good word. I think it's got some great applications. Let's move to this next one. Because of camera complications, I will have to end this segment here. I think I've learned a lot playing basketball, because I do love playing basketball. It is a passion of mine. Shoot some hoops, make some baskets, dunk on some people. And, you know, combining Japanese with it's a little distracting, yeah, but I think it really helps me learn some words and get to know, get to know some Japanese and get a little bit better at basketball. And that is a win-win. But, you know, just as some bonus content, there's another goal over there that still has a busted net. So, as a little parting gift, I'm gonna go replace that net as the ending of this video. Thank you for watching. I do love you guys.